Beat Making Basics.
What's going on YouTube? Beat Making Basics back again with another dope video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because we're coming back to back with bangers. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how to make catchy 808 patterns in the step sequencer or using the step sequencer in Logic Pro 10. So what I did here is I created my own melody, just a simple melody here. I'm gonna let y'all hear that, and then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and drag and drop an 808 sound in, and then I'm going to show y'all how you can, quickly make an 808 pattern using the step sequencer. Okay, so this is the melody. Let's check it out. All right, so that's the melody. So the first thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is go ahead and create another track here, and we're gonna do, instead of the instrument sound that I use here, which is the ensemble synth, I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down to quick sampler, push stereo, push create. All right, and this is where we're gonna actually drag and drop an 808 sound in here. You can get it from anywhere, just to make it super simple. I'm just gonna grab one from Splice real quick. As soon as that comes on up. Alright, I'll just type 808 in. I'm pretty sure some stuff is going to pop right on up. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to just drag it right over here into original. Now it's a real long 808 sound. If I want, I can shorten it by just taking this fade and putting it a little shorter like that. So let's check that out. So we can do that. So now we have our 808 in here. And so the next thing we're gonna do is actually click on the scissors and then step sequencer. It's going to be important actually to find the note or the down note or whatever that's going to match with this pattern first. So you want to identify what that is, and so we can change that note. So okay, so it looks like this this F is going to be a constant in here. So what we're going to do is come back over here to that step sequencer and change the note, the root note, from C3 to F. Okay, so we can go F3, and now this 808 pattern is going to have the right note. So now that we have the right note, I would highly recommend at least changing it over here to the 32 steps. And then pretty much the more steps, the more complicated your pattern is going to be. But we're going to keep it kind of like a mid-range complication, as far as that pattern. Keep it kind of simple. So what's going to happen is when we push play, we're going to see this little white box hover over, these little steps here. And we can just visually see as we're listening where we should put the note. So let's just go ahead and start off with going right here. Cool. So we have that pattern right here. Now, as you can see, it just is real short, the note. So we're going to need to obviously extend that. What we'll do is just click over here on this arrow and drop this down. And then from here, what we'll want to do is just come down to this tie option and extend the notes. If you make a mistake, you just push Command Z to undo it. Now let's listen to it. Now that we have this pattern right here, what we could do is actually, I'm just going to go ahead and double this up. And then we can go from 32 steps to 64 steps. And now we'll have on each part of the beat, we can pretty much come in here and change up every 2 measures. So like for instance, we could take this guy right here, take the loop, and just put it over just the first 2 measures, which is going to be this. And then what we could do is just keep on going to each part and adding variation as we want to. So for instance, say if we want to add another note in here, first off, we could take this tie option and take it down. And then we can add the other note in. And so say if we want this note to go up, all right. So if you wanted to tie all the way in together, obviously you're gonna, take it all the way to the next note. But if you want this note to go up, now what we can do is come over here and change this from gate to note. And I can go from F3 to another note. So let's check that out. Keep on going down. That's just the pattern here. Make sure you just click on it again. Come over here, change the note again. So sometimes it can get a little tricky when you're adding this tie feature in here, but that's pretty much going to be what we need to do is keep on playing around with this until we find exactly what we want, using these different options here, from the tie to the note. You can use velocity to get certain things done. Note repeat can do certain things. So you can do certain things like that. You don't have to put that in there, but this little stuff that you could do. All right, so look, we got our pattern at this point. Let me just go ahead and listen to it all the way through. And I also wanted to point out that you can make, your patterns glide. So for instance, if we were going to go ahead and convert that back to a pattern region, we could just pretty much just come over here to the quick sampler and go to the pitch area, and where it says glide, you can turn that up, and then that can give you those glide 808s. So just so y'all know, that's how you would do that, along with using the techniques that you learn here. And the cool thing is, after all this is said and done, you can right click on this and convert it to MIDI region, and it will give you a little bit more control over this. All right. But using the step sequencer can be a quick way to just get some quick patterns out and stuff like that. Try it out. Let me know in the comment section below if you like using the step sequencer to make your beats. Also, man, make sure you go to my site, beatmakingbasics.com. Download yourself a course, a kit, a template. All of these things are going to help you to go to the next level. All right. Appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.